right. Arthur the Rat. Once there was a young rat named Arthur who could never make up his mind. Whenever his friends asked him if he would like to go out with them, he would only answer, "I don't know." He wouldn't say yes or no either. He would always shirk making a choice. His Aunt Helen said to him, "Now look here, no one is going to care for you if you carry on like this. You have no more mind than a blade of grass." One rainy day, the rat heard a great noise in the loft. The pine rafters were all rotten, so that the barn was rather unsafe. At last the joists gave way and fell to the ground. The walls shook, and all the rat's hair stood on end with fear and horror. "This won't do," said the captain. "I'll send our scouts to search for a new home." Within 5 hours, the 10 scouts came back and said, "We found a stone house where there's room and board for us all. There is a kindly horse named Nelly, a cow, a calf, and a garden with an elm tree." The rats crawled out of their little houses and stood on the floor in a long line. Just then the old one saw Arthur. "Stop," he ordered coarsely. "You're coming, of course, I'm certain," said Arthur, undaunted. "The roof may not come down yet." "Well," said the angry old rat, "we can't wait for you to join us. Right, about face. March." Arthur stood and watched them hurry away. I think I'll go tomorrow," he calmly said to himself. "But then again, I don't know. It's so nice and snug here." That night there was a big crash. In the morning some boys and girls rode up and looked at the barn. One of them moved a board and he saw a young rat, quite dead, half in and half out of his hole. Thus the shirker got his due. Kit. The quick little kitten thinks it's a bit pretty big fish. Dress. Many of Jeff's best friends slept in the mesh tents in pleasant weather. Trap. The harrowing black cat dashes at many men and lands on the paid carriage. Lot. The honest one stops and acknowledges the fox dodging the bothered wasp. Do you want me to say that one again? Lot. The honest swan stops and acknowledges the fox dodging the weathered wasp. Strut. Mother loves butter that comes from the southern countryside. Foot. The butcher should put the pudding in the wooden nook to cook. Bath. Can't half the staff ask to transfer to the enchanted castle in France. Cloth. Lawrence often offers Ross and Florida orange and horribly strong frothy Boston coffee. Nurse. The early bird preferred the earthly worm. Fleece. These unique machines teach people to speak and reason. Face. The raven waits until late day for the great wave to break. Palm. Father and Ma said to calm the facade in the Nevada Plaza. Thought. The small walrus caught the hawk in the salty water. Goat. The rose slowly grows in Owen's old grove. Goose. Beautiful music booms and Goose. Beautiful music blooms and humans move to the groove. Price. The shy writer types at night to fight the silence in my mind. Choice. The spoiled boy hoists the toy from the soil. Mouth. Mountains of flowers crowd the grounds about the house. Near. Deirdre's fear seriously interferes with her ideal career. Square. Beware of the square fairies, rare mares and scary Perry bears. Start. The Sahara party marvels at the fast star on the safari. North. Laura's warm aura reforms Thor's horse for the important war. Force. The adorable Bourne snores hoarsely and notoriously hoards imported pork. Cure. The tourist endures rural tours of Europe and procures gourmet bourbon. Happy. The coffee, salami, spaghetti and macaroni are ready. Letter. Sugar covers the tiger's whiskers. Comma. Bertha and Cinderella's saga is a drama. Major players. R. Richard, Wilbur and Harry are running around the treacherous river. L. Linda and Ellie pull belly muscles laughing laboriously. NG. The singing mockingbird is swinging on the ring and dings the awning. TH. The spines gather and breathe 3 authentic breaths together. H. Harry and Hilary happily harvest heaps of herbs behind the beehive. YOD. The cute, dutiful blue kookaroo resumes cooing suitably tunes enthusiastically. W. Will and Drew whistle when the wind blows between the whimsical weeping willows. ING. Miss Fanning is walking and hiking in Willaming. S. Susie lives in her sister's house on Easy Street with her Siamese cats and Siberian husky dogs. One day a teacher said to me, like, "You're pretty fit, why don't you try rowing?" So I joined rowing, and then when I was rowing at school I discovered I was very good at rowing. So when I finished at school I went to a club called Mercantile, and I started pushing to become a lightweight rower for the Olympics. So while I was training for the Olympics as a lightweight rower, they kind of turned to me and were like, "Hey, look, you know, you're very good, you're this, but you're a bit short, like you're a bit too small for the sport. So you should probably look at doing, you know, a foreboat or a scull or individual scull." And I was a little bit pissy about that and basically told them to shove it, and as a result stopped rowing. And then I was a bit lost for a while and I started weight training, but the idea, and I needed to compete, but the idea of bodybuilding was never going to be a thing for me. So I was going to do something athletic, and when I discovered CrossFit, it kind of just fell in. I could compete, I could be fit, healthy, look good, and that's how it kind of all fell in that direction, yeah.